What happened to Christian Newman on The Young and the Restless? Or maybe the better question is, did you know Nick has a son named Christian? Oh, we hear about him. We know he exists. He's out there somewhere in the Newman universe, playing in the mud, going to London, and being raised by nannies, cousins, and aunts. But we have not seen him on screen since March of 2020. That is 6 years of Nick having a son that we mostly experience off screen. But here's the thing. Christian Newman is not just some random, uninteresting, unremarkable soap kid. Christian Newman has a history that is more twisted than most of the adults. Born in 2012, presumed dead, raised by Sharon under a different name, Sully. And Nick is not even his biological father. So, if you are with the rest of us Y&R fans wondering, where is Christian Newman? Well, I think I've got an even better question for you. Why is Christian Newman being raised by Nick when Adam is his father? Welcome back to 2015. Sage Warner is pregnant. Nick Newman thinks he's the father. Sage wants Nick to be the father. And Adam Newman is walking around Genoa City wearing a dead man's face. But that is a whole separate story. Adam is being played by Justin Hartley. And this Adam is pretending to be Gabriel Bingham. Now, Sage has been romantic with both Nick and Gabriel, aka Adam. Just go with it, okay? The paternity test says Nick is the father. And it would all be very cut and dry, except that's not true. Adam, aka Gabriel, tampered with the paternity test to make it look like Nick is the father, not him. Because if the paternity test points to Adam, then everybody is going to start asking why Gabriel Bingham's DNA is actually Adam Newman's DNA, and then that ruins his whole disguise. So, Nick believes that Christian is his son. Sage believes that she and Nick have a future, and Adam keeps his secret for now. In October 2015, Sage goes into premature labor right in the middle of Chancellor Park. And guess who helps deliver the baby? His baby, Adam. Nick and Sage name the child Christian Andrew Newman. Christian being Victor's birth name, an homage to the father of Genoa City. And at first, Christian looks like Nick and Sage's little miracle, but the truth is a ticking time bomb. Adam is Christian's father, but Nick doesn't know it yet. And before he finds out, he and Sage are about to be told that their baby is dead. Christian's life starts in the NICU, premature baby, scared parents, huge hospital drama. Then Nick and Sage get the awful news. Christian died. Oh no. Except, oh yes, he's alive. But then, oh no, he's been stolen from the hospital. The master plan of Dr. Sandra Anderson, Sharon's psychiatrist at Fairview. Wait, why would Sharon's psychiatrist steal Nick's baby? Well, it's because Dr. Anderson is really Sandra Allen, a woman who has a grudge against Nick. She believes that Nick ruined her life. So naturally, she steals his newborn son and gives the kid to his ex-wife. Makes sense to me. Sharon is at Fairview. She has miscarried her child, but Dr. Anderson has her so drugged and so confused that Sharon still believes she's pregnant. Christian is placed into Sharon's arms, and Sharon believes that he's her baby. And Sharon and Dylan name him Sullivan McAvoy. Sully. So now Nick and Sage are mourning Christian, and Sharon and Dylan are raising Sully. This poor child has already had a paternity lie, a fake death, and a name change before he's even out of diapers. But Dr. Anderson's plan has one major problem. There's somebody at Fairview who sees exactly what's going on. And that somebody is Patty Williams. Patty Williams just so happens to be hospitalized at Fairview too. And Patty knows that something is wrong with Sharon. She knows that Dr. Anderson is controlling her, and eventually Patty figures out the big secret. Sully is Christian. Sharon's baby is Nick and Sage's baby. And that makes Patty very dangerous, because Patty isn't just some random patient muttering in the hallway. Patty knows the truth, and the truth can blow up everything that Dr. Anderson has planned. So Dr. Anderson tries to keep Patty quiet. Good luck with that, because instead of keeping quiet, Patty stabs Dr. Anderson in the back with a letter opener and kills her. In self-defense, of course. So now the doctor who stole Christian is dead. The woman who knows the truth is Patty Williams. And the baby switch secret is just still sitting there, waiting for someone else to figure it out. And that someone else turns out to be Sage, his mother. Sage is not crazy. Something is off here. That nurse looks familiar. Sharon's whole baby story is not adding up, and Sully just feels connected to Christian. Eventually, Sage just figures it out. Sage confronts Sharon. Sharon knows that Sage knows. Nick still knows nothing. And before Sage can tell him, she's killed in a car crash. That figures. And just like that, the only person outside of Fairview who knows the truth is gone. So Sharon has to make a choice. Tell Nick or keep quiet and keep Sully. So Sharon chooses to keep quiet. Sharon keeps this secret for months. She doesn't want to face the reality of what has happened to her. She doesn't want to face the fact that she miscarried. She wants to keep the baby that she thought was hers. The problem is, Patty Williams still knows. And Patty tells Nick. Boom, just like that, secret exposed. Nick confronts Sharon. Sharon finally admits it, and Dylan and Sharon lose their son. Christian's real mother is dead, so he goes to his real father, Nick. Except that's not true. Nick still doesn't know that he isn't Christian's real father. Adam is. Christian's paternity secret explodes in 2018 when Chelsea is the one who tells Nick the truth. Adam switched that paternity test. Nick is not Christian's biological father. His brother is. And she knows because Adam told her before he died. Or before he died. So at this point, Christian has been stolen, renamed, returned, and raised by his uncle. Because his real mom and dad are dead. Until they aren't. In 2019, guess who comes back to Genoa City? Adam Newman, with a new face and Mark Grossman playing the role. And Adam does not just come back for a happy family reunion with the Newmans. Oh no. He comes back wanting his son. Suddenly, Christian is not just living off screen somewhere. He is a major part of the story. Nick has him and Adam wants him. Adam sues for custody, but Nick fights back. And because this family cannot do anything normally, a judge actually names Victoria as Christian's temporary guardian. Yay! Sleepovers at Aunt Victoria's house. The custody battle starts to get ugly. Chelsea tells Adam, look, you can fight for Christian. You can drag everyone into court. But Nick has earned Christian's love. And you're just trying to take it. So Adam gives Nick papers signing away his rights to Christian. And that is basically where the story ends. Except then, believe it or not, Christian disappears in a whole new way. Because after March of 2020, we just stopped seeing him. So, When Y&R fans ask, what happened to Christian Newman? The answer is a lot. A lot has happened to Christian Newman. But the bigger question is, how long will Y&R leave Christian just waiting on the sidelines? Because Christian is not just Nick's son. He's Connor's brother. He's Sharon's Sully. He's Sage's child. And he's Adam's biological son. That is a major future storyline just waiting to pay off. So, what do you think? Should Y&R bring Christian Newman back? And if so, should he come back as a child? Or should he be aged up for a major story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.